Welcome to the DJNTV Chill Room Chat, your space to unwind and talk shop. This episode is sponsored by MadeByDJs.com, innovative tools designed specifically by DJs for DJs. DJEventPlanner.com, the industry standard for streamlining your business and booking faster. And DJRequests.com, the easiest way to manage your dance floor's vibe in real time. Support the show by using our Amazon affiliate link at DJNTV.com/Amazon. Now, let's get into the mix.
Hey guys, welcome to the Tuesday Night Music Show. This week, Jay makes the argument for classic EDM music.
Yes.
Is that fair?
I'd say it's fair.
Okay.
We had an incident over the weekend, and
Totally.
I don't want to give it away, but there was a back-to-back set.
Well, that didn't go as planned.
And scene.
Ah!
There he is.
I don't want to say
Nice.
what it was.
Right.
A lot of people probably thought Daft Punk was on the show. Sadly not.
Turn your mic
no,
up, Jay.
but Thomas from
Tomas Bangalter.
Tomas from
Bangalter,
Daft Punk.
I think,
Yes.
Yes.
The tall guy.
Jumped on stage. The guy that wears this one, the guy that wears this helmet,
Yep.
Right.
came on stage with Fred again, and the crowd lost their minds.
Really?
He opened with One More Time, and the
Okay.
place erupted. And you can
Yeah.
see, as Brian pointed out, you can see on their faces, this is like an experience. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't just like, oh, this is cool. Like, they're genuinely taken by it. And you're talking about a song that's 26 years old.
Yeah, 26 years old,
But
yeah.
you just said it. Experience. It's an experience more than a song.
Yes, and half the
Well, I think
people in the
having the
crowd were
artist-
toddlers when it came out. So
Yeah.
You know, there aren't a lot of EDM lore. You know, there's probably a bunch of stuff from Ibiza that, you know, of Carl Cox doing the closing night at Space, or this one doing that. But I would say that one of the biggest EDM performance lore of all time that I still hear people talk about is Daft Punk's night at Coachella. It's still viewed as a standout, incredible. They had the pyramid, and it was, like, from what I understand, like, this breathtaking thing.
Yeah.
And
What's
you
funny,
know,
Jay, is I don't know if you remember that. Do you remember when you came to Cambridge and they were having Coachella and we left because the wave of people were coming? Do you remember that?
for Coachella,
Not Coachella. Cambridge. They were doing the
oh, that thing they do in Boston. I can't think of the
Yes.
name. Memorial Day weekend.
but we left because the wave of people were coming
Yeah.
and we just like, oh, we got to get
The end
out
of
of
the
here.
night. Yeah.
So
can't-
the
I-
restaurant we were in were playing that.
Playing Daft Punk?
Yeah, you don't remember that
No.
because they were
I'm
sure they
playing.
were.
Yeah, they were kind of trying to be hip in what's going on.
Oh.
And
Hard be it for me to get between two guys from Boston, but
hey now.
I think you need to turn your microphone up a little bit, Jay. And it just
Still?
sounds counterproductive thing to even suggest, but yeah, I think the mic needs to go up a little bit.
because
Or
you
Bill needs
actually
to be
mentioned
quiet.
Daft Punk,
Or-
it was like, oh, that's Daft Punk.
Check.
We got
Test
you.
1-1.
I got
How's
you.
that better?
Sure, speak loud.
Yeah, I just think that it's still one of the few EDM performances that people talk about. I just saw Tiesto close Dream State, and he closed EDC Vegas this year doing a trance set. So as the sun is coming up, he's playing Adagio for strings. People are crying, people are
Yeah.
weeping. There aren't a lot of those stories. I mean, I've been to a lot of shows. There aren't moments that people still talk about, like, do you remember when? But I think this Thomas set will work its way in somehow to, oh, I can't believe this. And it will also put people on notice hey, maybe it's time to show up and bring out, Judge Jules or Christopher Lawrence or DJ Dan or Tenaglia or maybe this is the sign of a resurgence. What do you guys think?
Well, the person in the room that would probably have their finger on the pulse of this more than anyone else in the room, in my opinion, would be Damon.
Yeah.
He's Detroit. It's Techno City, and he is playing out a lot of bars and clubs to an audience that, let's just say, might be younger than us. What's going on over there with this kind of stuff for you, Damon?
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, that set that Jay's talking about that Thomas did is nice. Also, but you also look at it to real EDM heads or real techno heads and house heads, okay? Guy named Jeff Mills just celebrated his 30th anniversary live at the Liquid Room CD that he put out in Japan in Japan.
Okay.
2 months ago. And if you guys are, I mean, for the people who are real heads, they know who Jeff Mills is. I mean, the guy is a phenomenal DJ from Detroit. Like I said, he just did his 30th anniversary CD live at the Liquid Room. Phenomenal set. I mean, and there's one guy that will rock 3 turntables by himself.
Yeah.
And a drum machine.
Well, I mean, you got the house heads, you got the techno heads, EDM heads, but what about the general audiences? Because you're playing for them too. Are you able to work a lot of this stuff in with
we still bringing a lot of that stuff back. I mean, I did a set the other day. Of course, I dropped one more time, and then I dropped some Chicago house stuff and some other stuff. Yeah. So you can actually get away with it right now and bring a lot of it back. So
here where I live, I'm right above Chicago, so we a lot of house in Chicago.
Right.
And I get more requests. Well, I'm doing a little higher end events now, I guess, but I'm getting a lot of requests for some of that classic house stuff and some of even the early 2000s EDM stuff that we were getting. I'm getting a lot of that for my weddings this year. They're asking me if I'm familiar with this kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can do this for you. So it's kind of refreshing. There is a bit of a resurgence of that. I think it was really good music.
Yeah,
there's a period of like 99 to 2002 that there was just some insanely good music that came out, but it was a crossover. Like you were hearing stuff on what would normally be urban dance radio stations in San Diego, and they were suddenly dropping Sandstorm and, Toka's Miracle and tracks like that. I think those kind of never really left. They just became these big bangers. And I can't help but think part of it is the sports appeal.
That's part of it, yeah.
They are anthems. They are stadium anthems.
Yeah, and you're going to hear them in different contexts.
Sure.
But it's also that I'm not saying that new music isn't fantastic, but I mean, in a room full of DJs, maybe excluding Damon in this one, what's the last big house banger track? I mean, Losing It by Fisher was like the last big banger track that's on my radar. There are other ones, but they didn't make it all the way past the house heads.
I actually do well with Wookiee stuff from the last few years.
Oh, yeah. And Wookiee's built a great rep of like, here's a track I can't release, and here are beats I can't play. But he does really good remixes.
Yeah.
And I think we all played was it Sunshine Girl?
Sunshine one,
Sunshine and To Be Real are really nice.
Yeah. So I mean, you've got those type things, but it's taking old tracks and saying, here's a new spin on it. And if you're 30, you don't know who Susie Quattro is.
Right.
And how familiar are you probably with Johnny Cash? Like when I was in Vegas, I played his Johnny Cash Ring of Fire remix. And
I was on Johnny Cash's tour bus.
There was a moment in that set we watched from Tomas over the weekend where he was playing one more time, but it was just the kind of the beginning, the instrumental, and I know he was mixing in the Four Tops I'll Be There. Like on top for the vocals. Wasn't that what that was?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's interesting. The Motown thing and the EDM thing are all coming together. That's kind of fun when you think about it.
Well, you look back I still play my Larry Levan remix of Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Yes.
With I think Jocelyn Brown and is it Inner Life? I want to say it's Inner Life with Jocelyn Brown. It's a Larry Levan
Hmm.
remix.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been playing that thing forever, and I found it. I think Brian, you turned me on to a Chicago house or a house documentary years ago. I mean,
Oh yeah,
pre 2010,
the one
and that
with
was in it.
the
And
one
I
with
looked it up and bought it.
Smoking Scott in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got, and then it does the whole Frankie Knuckles trip to Chicago versus New York.
Yeah.
Then it touches on Paradise, and it goes into David Mancuso.
I'll give you something cool to talk about for the next 15 years.
Yeah, But that's the thing. I think people are starting to realize, like every generation forward, you like things you're familiar with.
Well,
We've had this.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, go
No, I
ahead.
was just going to say, how interesting is it that when you look back in time, when you think about classic music from like around 1970, what were they reminiscing about in 1985 and 1990 and forward? And it was the rock, right? I mean, that's what people were thinking about. This is the first time I can really think of where there was never an EDM backlash, yet EDM is now the classic hit. And it's accepted and it's cool and it still feels fresh, which is really nice.
But I think it's always had that. I don't get it, but everyone around me does, so I should just play along.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you go to an EDM club, you're like, yeah, I like this. And it's like, you like house? Oh yeah. Can you name any house songs or DJs? No, I can't. But you like it. Well, I like it because girls like it and everyone around me likes it. And I feel somewhat obligated to, jump in that. I remember DJ Times one time put out a cover that had, house equals. And there was something like 85 words. Progressive, techno, they just went down all these, all these different subgenres. It was like the Ishkur tree of music.
Now the other guy
never saw that.
The other guy in the room right now who might have a little insight on this would be Brian K.
Yeah.
He's playing out of clubs quite a bit. What are you playing anymore that's kind of the EDM thing? What kind of stuff are you playing?
Well, it's David Guetta. Is that EDM?
Sure.
I play tons of David Guetta. It's like every other week he's coming out with another song.
I've been playing his old tracks.
Yeah.
The stuff with Chris Willis.
Yeah, stuff that people forgot about. And they're like,
Love Is
oh,
Gone.
wow, I love this song.
Now.
Yeah.
People are like, what is this? Or The World Is Mine.
Getting Over You is the one that I love. I always love that track with LMFAO on it, Red Fool. And Fergie is on that one too, I believe. And I go back and play. He's just kind of a staple in dance music, I think.
John Summit.
Kelly Rowland.
John Summit.
He's an interesting one because he's gone from nothing to something so fast that I wonder if it's sustainable. And his reputation in the house scene is that he's playing frat house.
Well, I mean, you can say that about anybody. I mean, what are the big Daft Punk bangers? They happened between 1997 and 2001?
Yeah.
There are other things that Daft Punk did, but who cares? I mean, I know I'm a fan, but who cares? That was the hot stuff. It's either Around the World or it's One More Time or something, off Discovery or Homework. People aren't running around talking about the other albums, which the titles elude me. Random Access Memories was the last one. Get Lucky was the song, but it was a top 40 song. Who cares?
Yeah.
And then there was the other one. I can't remember the name of it, but nobody's talking about that. No one's playing Robot Rock.
No.
They're playing, stuff off of those two albums. So I think you can say that of any EDM artist. And that's really, when you think about like artists that come in hot, burn, give us something really cool and go, that's a normal lifespan.
I think it's the party vibe though. Like Summit is, I think we talked about this, 3 years ago was the last time I worked Movement. And John Summit was third on the bill Sunday afternoon on that front stage when you first come into Movement, the stage on your right. He was third on the day. Last year, he headlined the main stage on Saturday. That's a jump.
Yeah.
That's a jump. So, but I think they realize, this guy's super popular. he's dating a Kardashian. Everyone loves him. It's a big party. Let's, I mean, it's part of it becomes the scene itself.
John, are you?
It's like,
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
No, I was just going to ask if John, if you've noticed any resurgence in any classic EDM tracks, or is anything that just hasn't gone away that works for you?
There's some we still play. I mean, the common sense ones. I mean, we don't go too deep. I mean, I was following, when it was like hardcore trance and there were no lyrics, and it kind of punched its way into pop radio, like when Rihanna started singing hooks on David Guetta songs, and like, oh, everyone can kick it up to 128, 132. Now we have some energy in our music back again. But the first one I remember was like, If You Could Read My Mind, the old Gordon Lightfoot tune, and Stars on 45 or whatever.
Oh, geez.
To a beat on it. And I was, we're
That's
up here.
Rosebud, isn't it? The same people did Have a Cigar?
Probably.
I think it's Rosebud from like 78 or 79. Yeah.
But the throwback stuff coming forward, I mean, they covered Heaven from, Brian Adams and turned that into a song, and they covered just all that stuff.
Nico or whatever.
It's like you take any slow jury song from the 70s and 80s, put a 128 on it, and get someone to sing the hooks, and now it's all over the radio. The true test for the Daft Punk thing you're talking about, though, we start seeing it show up on Spotify. If it starts getting in the countdown and has that Stranger Things effect, and you say, "Oh, I guess it's back." Now we're opening that folder that we haven't looked in for a little while.
Interestingly enough, I think we're in a safe space where we can just go ahead and throw them on. It's not a big chance thing because they've got a good beat, and I think people do know them. They're still in the lexicon. The thing with Prince, in my opinion, or my observation, was there's a whole generation or two who's never even heard this. Whereas Daft Punk, I believe they've heard it. It's just an oh yeah kind of thing. It hasn't been 45 years ago.
No, it hasn't been forever. Like you say, it was 24, 25 years. It's just the turn of the millennium there.
Right.
I do have a question about that, though. Like I personally didn't know the names of the guys from Daft Punk.
We can't even say them right, so it's okay.
Is he well known as his name?
Yeah.
Over in Europe?
Yeah, well, yeah, and he was also a producer, him specifically, and he had his own label, Ed Banger Records. You ever heard that song by Stardust, The Music Sounds Better With You? Yeah. That was him. He produced that. And Jay was talking about Tomas way back had done the first version of Call on Me, the Steve Winwood kind of reworking.
Yeah, that ended up going to Eric Prydz for kind of his vibe.
Okay. There's a whole documentary on that. We're probably not even qualified to talk about it, but if you're interested, watch the doc. But yeah, Tomas did that, I guess, with someone else first, and it eventually became someone else's stuff. So yeah, I mean,
I play Eric
Prydz. People know.
Yeah,
Call on Me's a great one. I mean,
it's a great cocktail or a corporate. It's a great vibe.
I wouldn't play it for cocktail. Well, I have to play it for cocktail. You can't play it for cocktail, I guess. But
Call on Me.
No, I guess if they're not going to dance all night, fine. I still do really well with Benny Benassi and Satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
And I even do really well with Mr. Saxo Beat. I do really well with
I love Mr. Saxo Beat.
Still a good one.
And a lot of people know it, but they forgot about it. God, I haven't heard this in forever. So they're kind of fun throwback songs now. That have energy and people enjoy. I put them on when I can, And of course,
it's funny because I have an entire folder that's called Electronic Lounge.
Yeah,
and Prydz, he's in there. It's just that it's got this great vibe that is absolutely perfect for corporate. You drop it, and it's got this great corporate vibe. John and I, we were playing the other night, and the woman comes up to us and it's like, "Your music is amazing."
I turned Jay onto one a couple of years ago, I think, that he'd never done, and it was a track by Daft Punk called Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's a very chill track. You can play this like during cocktail kind of thing, social events. It's got a nice beat, but it's not crazy where you want to jump around. It's a real nice track. There's a lot of stuff out there like that.
I play Digital Love more than I don't sometimes. For the right crowd.
Sure.
It's slow enough, but it's got cool kind of foreshadowing.
Yeah, I
Would
mean
you rather?
the two other singles were Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, and Digital Love. And if you have to choose one, I think Digital Love's the right choice.
Yeah,
Cool.
harder, faster later in the night, but
I like that track. But you've also got stuff like Defunk you can go to
right.
that people haven't played in a long time. That's tons of fun. And a lot of people don't even realize it's Daft Punk, but it doesn't matter. They know it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those party staples. They know that song just like they know Elvis Presley's Hound Dog, just like they know Twist and Shout Beatles. They've always heard it, even if they don't know who it is because they're 12. You know, they know it. At least they know it.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Anybody keeping time tonight?
I
We
am.
got time, right?
I am. We got five minutes to the 25 mark.
All right. So,
Excellent.
what do you guys think about maybe going around the room and naming some tracks that you play that's kind of in that EDM realm that seem to work well? What do you think about that?
Sure.
Let's do it. And let's start with Jay.
So
EDM
tracks that go with what we're talking about.
Yeah, you just start
like
playing at
the
a wedding or
EDM.
whatever, and they're still working for you.
You know what's
Classic
believe it or not
EDM,
still
if you
working
will.
for me?
What's that?
ATV.
They're up
ATV 9
Oh,
3
3 a.m. till I
around
come?
the world.
9 p.m. till I come
Or
around
9
the
p.m.
world.
Oh,
Whatever time it is till I come. Yeah.
Fine Day, Miss Jane. I because if you can get one of those type tracks in, you just you now have a palette.
Yeah.
You know, if they're gonna go for Sandstorm, they're gonna go for the pre-rep. And that's more or less that period. Toka's Miracle. I've ended a lot of nights when I didn't need anyone dancing with Robert Miles, the fantasy. I think it's called Fantasy Dream version
Oh.
of Children.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like 7 or 8 minutes long,
Okay.
but it's just a good put it on and let it play type track.
When I first heard that song, I thought, oh, here's an EDM song for my mom. It just didn't, you know what I mean? It just
Until it
didn't
ran.
feel like, you know, it was beautiful and soft and
Right.
kind of belonged on the
There's
Pure
no
Moods album.
there's no glow sticks whipping around. It's just a whole very chill EDM. It's the sunrise edition.
Yeah, she could listen to this right next to, you know, Enigma's Sadness and be just fine, I think. You know, she'll be safe.
Well, and because of his, and I saw him at both shows, because of his work this year, I've gone back to Adagio for Strings by Tiesto.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And again, it's a great song, but it becomes one of those you take a chance and you're like, oh, I think I might be able to pull this off. And the right people are going to hear it, you know. And if they do, you're in.
Bill, you playing anything? Sticks out EDM?
So here's the interesting thing. So you're thinking EDM and you're thinking bang, 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 bang. Let's jump this, let's lights. And so there's two that actually pop out to me.
Okay.
And I don't necessarily play them for the bang. I play them for the familiar.
Uh-huh.
Summertime Sadness.
Okay.
And Everything But the Girl.
Oh, Missing?
Yes.
What was that?
So,
there was what's that remix called? It was
Terry remix.
yes.
Yeah, Teddy Riley remix.
Those
right?
are not necessarily
Terry. Todd Terry, yeah.
But those are not necessarily the mosh pit. But
no,
they're
that's okay.
No. But what
They're
I'm
working.
saying is, those are ones that you can bring back to, let's say, a corporate event.
Mm-hmm.
Drop it in the background at a lower level, and everybody's going, oh, that's cool. Love that.
Brian,
which is what John and I just got. And one of the events we did, and those two are in there, and they're like,
I'm trying to do this in 5 minutes.
This music.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. Brian, you got something?
I play Avicii's "Wake Me Up, Don't Wake Me Up." Or
Nice.
I play
Great
that one a lot.
tune.
Yeah.
I play that one a lot.
Damon.
Yeah, I got
What's your
two.
go-to?
I got two. I got Bob Sinclair, "World Hold On,"
Nice.
Great one.
and
Okay.
then I got Funk Star Deluxe, "The Sun is Shining."
Oh,
I love
good
that one. The
tune.
Bob
Right
Marley
next.
featuring Funk Star Deluxe.
Yes.
I have a Bob
Great
Sinclair album I'm going to have to turn you on to sometime if you don't already know it. It's very cool. It's a double album I have back there. I never told you.
I
about it.
might have it.
You probably do.
I used
By
to
the
play
way,
a lot of Bob
if
Sinclair.
you don't find it, I'll send it to you. I have World Hold On acoustic that I've done. Okay, I'll play that during dinner along with Dirty Vegas, the acoustic
Days Go By.
of Days Go By.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
John, is there anything EDM you're throwing out there?
I do. If it's smooth, I like going with Fatboy Slim right here, right now.
Oh,
great track.
It's just got that vibe and that build that's just insane. If you need someone with a little more energy, because there's a lot of that stuff that sits at 125, and Groove
Yes.
Armada comes to mind. I See You Baby, or anything from that period.
Oh, Groove Armada, yeah.
You know, and that's kind of got that funky beat, and you know, that'd be my number two. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, I mentioned in the show, I love doing tracks like Call on Me. I love doing tracks like Mr. Saxo Beat, Satisfaction. I like doing Getta just like Brian does. I love going back and doing that stuff. LMFAO has never left my playlist. They get played in back to back. Sexy I Know It followed up with Party Rock as the energy builds. I still do those. And they mix in with some of the newer Pitbull, newer within the last 10 years, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm always playing those tracks. So maybe that's something to think about. If you have been bringing the BPMs down, bring back some of that 130 BPM EDM stuff.
We had a funny run one time that with a group of DJs. If you could get in, we know Speak Americano.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to be cool.
Even a piece of, you just had to record it and send it to the group that you got it into your event.
No, it's a fun one. And that's a good one too. So the show tonight is brought to you by DJ Event Planner. They are our sponsors. Whether they be foolish or not for sponsoring our show, we thank you for doing it, DJ Event Planner. Please have a look in the description of this video. Check out a link to that website and check out DJ Event Planner. So we're coming in a couple minutes under the wire, and I want to thank everybody for participating. And don't be afraid to pull out those EDM tracks at your next event. Give them a try. Give them a try. Go back, and you're going to get a lot of oh yeah looks on people's faces, especially during that whole peak set thing. That's it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.